Hi, everybody. This is Debbie from Beautifully Polished. I'm here today to talk to you about Hostess coaching with an online nail bar. There are some similarities to an in-person nail bar, but there's also some differences as well. So the biggest thing about our business is building relationships. We are a networking, building relationships, personal business. So your hostesses are a key part of your business, as nail bars or parties are one of the main ways we can sell our nails. So it's real important that you build rapport with this hostess you have. Now, in particular, if you have an online hostess, you may never have met her. She may not live near you. So it's even more important for you to make sure you establish some relationship between the two of you for this nail bar you're going to have. Online nail bars can be super fun, easy, but again, you want to work with your hostess. You need to treat her like an in-person nail bar because you want as many people as she can get there to be successful for her to get her free product. So I'm going to give you some tips in working with your hostess. First, you want to make them your partner. You two are working in this together in order to get the best results for both of you. The more free products she gets, the higher your sales are. The higher your sales are, the more you make. So it's a win-win for both of you. So again, work with her, form this partnership. The people she is inviting are her friends. They have a relationship with her. They do not, or may not, if she's in your cold market, have a relationship with you yet. They have to build trust with you. They have to build that rapport and that relationship through an online nail bar. And so you don't really get that one-to-one talkative, be your bubbly self in-person personality. So as we know, things can be a little bit different when you do things through social media. So you need to make sure that you're working as hard as you can in the right ways to establish those good relationships. So the first thing you and your online nail bar hostess need to figure out is when you're going to do it and how you're going to do it. Are you going to do it through an event, or are you going to do it through a group? Is it going to last a week? Is it going to last just a one night live? So establish there's different kinds of nail bars you can do online. So figure that out first. After you guys have figured out your date and how you're going to run it, now we're going to move forward with our next steps. The next step being you need to get her a hostess bag, just like you would an in-person nail bar. You want to send her a strip of nails. Again, it's a thank you gift for her, and you're earning jump starts and hostess rewards to be able to cover those. So send her a pair of strips so she can be wearing it, especially if she's never worn them before. You want her to try these out. You're going to send her catalogs to be able to share with people, order forms. Then she could take some outside orders to place in, or she could just teach people how to go through her event link. And you want samples. You want, even though this person may not be near you that she wants an online nail bar, you want her to be able to put samples on as many people as she can prior to the online party. Online parties do not get the same feel that an in-person does. You're not going to be able to touch it and feel it and all be together and all have the excitement together. So she needs to create that outside of the party. So if anyone she can get those nails on and then tell them about the group she's forming, the more she can get them on, the better, because people do love to see our product. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it, but it definitely helps if she's sampling people. Send her business information. You never know. She may be looking for something new. Send her a wish list. So again, there's a great sheet, or give her the catalog with all of the nails on there. There's a graphic in our graphic page. Have her circle everything she wants. That gives you kind of a guideline of what she is looking for in this nail bar. For example, if she wants 4 sets, well, that's all she wants. Her sales don't need to be that high to get 4 sets. If she wants 20 strips, then you need to work it out. Your average in-person nail bar is people order buy 3, get 1 free. And so it takes about 8 orders to get to about 300. So you're at 15% and 3 half off items. So she's see what she wants in her nail bar and with her wish list, and that can help you kind of gauge where she needs to be in sales according to what she wants free and half off. Also put a frank list in there. It's just as important for an online hostess to create a guest list as it is an in-person hostess. So again, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids. She can invite people from all these different groups, and make sure you're explaining to her the benefit of that. She's touching on people in many different groups. Then maybe one of each of those people is going to schedule a nail bar. Well, she gets $25 product credit from those. So make sure you're emphasizing to her to invite people from different groups, and that's going to help her sales go up. So, you know, depending how you're going to contact her. So once you get your bag out to her, then I want you to check in with her, whether it's a text or a phone call. You could video a message, but check in, make sure she got it. Then you want to see if she's had a chance to work on her guest list. You know, sometimes making little videos, I like sometimes just video people a message, just like you can record your text. You can also send a quick little video text. That way she sees you, she sees your enthusiasm, your excitement, and it's more than just sending her a message through text, because you're not going to see her face to face in this party. So you could build that excitement and your enthusiasm through little messages you give them. So, you know, your first reach out to her, see who she's invited, or see who is on her guest list. Now, there's kind of some rules that go along with social media nail bars, and it's real important you tell her some of these rules. She wants to invite about 40 to 50 people to an online nail bar. You do not want your hostess inviting everybody in her Facebook contacts. These people are going to think it's completely impersonal. She'll get, 400 people can be invited to this nail bar. No one's going to order probably. You want this to be personal, just like an in-person. These people, when they do in-person, they don't invite everybody they know. So we don't want them inviting everybody they know through social media to their online nail bar. So really try to emphasize getting it out to 40 to 50 people. Usually within those 40 to 50 people you invite, only about 50% of them are going to say yes and then maybe actually order. So she wants to have a decent amount of people there, but don't overdo it. So make sure you check in with her about that. After she understands that, the next important step to work with her on to get her people there is you have to decide if you're going to do an invite, which can last up to 2 weeks, but you cannot do any pre-scheduling of your posts. Or you can do a group where you can pre-schedule your posts. So if you're doing 3 a day, you can have them scheduled so you don't have to sit down 3 times a day. So it makes it a little bit easier long-term to do it in a group. But, choose how she wants to do it. So there's, like I said, there's different ways to approach it. It could also be a group, but you're going to go live in that group. And on this day, at this time, people can come in and order, ask questions, and the party's done. So there's kind of different routes she can take. But the biggest thing is, however she's inviting them, she shouldn't send them a personal message. Maybe something like this. Hey, Jenny, with that name, I just thought of you. I recently found out about these new nail polish strips that you can apply without heater tools or anything, and they last a couple weeks. I'm completely obsessed with them. So I'm hosting a Facebook nail bar next week with my awesome color street girl, Debbie. She's going to show us how to have polished nails in 10 minutes tops without dry time or chips or snags. She's super fun. So let me know if you'd like to be invited to the fun. So if she sends this through text or messenger to people, those 40 to 50 people, they're either going to say yes or no or not respond. When someone says yes, then you tell her to add them to your event. This way, by doing this, the guests that are in your event want to be there. We get invited to many, many groups on social media all the time. And most of the time you get a notification for it and people just ignore it. We don't want them to ignore it. We want them to turn the notifications on in this group, and we want them going in there. We want people who are actively going in there. So make sure your hostess realizes the benefit of sending them each a personal message, that for her, in the long run, to get better guests there and people who want to be there, she really should send them a personal message. They say they want to be in, she invites them in the group, just like you would an in-person nail bar. So next thing is, as people start RSVPing, you and your hostess can both be admins on this group. So if you form a group, she's asked people, so you can start adding people. Now, when you gave her that set of nails, ask her to take a picture, because she can have that picture posted in there. And then she can say, I'm giving this 4 more days, ladies, and we're going to start the party. Or maybe you're going to start it as soon as people start saying yes. You choose, again, with your hostess, how you're going to structure the nail bar. But continually check in with her. Yay, your RSVP list went up. I noticed someone else joined today. Oh my gosh, you're up to 10 people. Celebrate her as these numbers go up. If it's an invitation for a set event, then you'll be able to see the RSVPs go up and up. Okay, so if you're doing an invitation and it's a 1-day event through social media, of course that day you're going to reach out to her again and say, hey, just checking in again. You may want to send a reminder to your guests to remind them about the party tonight, to anybody that has said yes. Just a quick little message. Yay, I'm so excited, Jenny. My Color Street nail bars tonight. Make sure you RSVP if you already haven't. And for those of you who have, I can't wait to have you watch and see how easy these nails are to put on. That's it. Just have her send another message to her people. Again, that reminds them, it gets them in there, and the better success she'll have. It's very easy for people to just kind of push off that social media nail bar. A little easier than it is for an in-person. So work with her to encourage these guests in. Now, if you're doing a group, the people are already in, and you're probably posting for about a week. So if you are posting, I usually start with 3 posts a day for the first 4 or 5 days, and then I cut it back a little bit. What you want your hostess to do, either in an event or in a group, you want her posting. You want her commenting. You want her to get her close friends and her family making comments in there. If they've worn the nails, have them take pictures. Remember, each time people comment, it notifies the people in the group. It brings that group back up again. All right, so you need your hostess. This is one of the biggest things I can stress for hostess coaching with an online nail bar. You have to have them being interactive. And sometimes it takes a little more coaching with some of these hostesses. Some people, it comes really natural. Some will make their own videos. They'll go in and video themselves putting the nails on. Others you need to kind of go in there and tell them, hey, comment when I put a post in there. Say what you like about Color Street. Tag some of your friends in if you know that they'd be interested in a certain style I post. So tell her different things she can do to make the group active. The more active she is, again, they're believing her. And so as time goes on and they see your posts, they're going to believe you. But the more people who have tried it that are in there commenting, or you commenting, the more excited and the more believable everything seems to these people. So make sure you're working with her on building rapport with the guests the day or the whole time of the party, or during that event if you do an event. So again, just keep coaching her throughout. You can be checking in, saying, hopefully you're putting thank yous every time someone orders in your nail bar. You're putting a thank you up there. She can be checking in the hostess portal at where her sales are, and if she's not, make sure you're checking in with her. Hey, you're at this much. I'm going to do this tomorrow, and hopefully that'll get some enthusiasm to get things going. Sometimes people order, and they order again within a Facebook nail bar. Those people, if you can get them to post pictures, that's always really good too. So near the end of it, as you're winding it down, of course, you're thanking your hostess in the nail bar for having a great nail bar. You're showing what she has earned, and you're offering up a nail bar to her friends just like you would in person. And when the nail bar is all said and done, make sure you send her a little thank you, because again, you want her in your pocket of hostesses that you might be able to reach out to have another nail bar. She may end up signing up and wanting to be your next stylist. You never know. So the more fun you make this, the more interactive you get with her and her friends. And if you post and then she posts and then her friends post, you respond to her friends. Don't just let her. You guys both are interacting back and forth. Remember, your hostess is your best salesperson. They're helping you sell your business, all right? They're the front end of what people see. You're the person kind of closing and showing the product, but they're the person introducing it to them and showing their enthusiasm at first. They're building that trust with them. So have fun. Social media nail bars can be great and a lot of fun for these hostesses. And just make sure you're working with her so she gets everything out of this nail bar that she would in an in-person. So have fun. I advise you to try as many different ways as you can and see what works best with you and what you like to do as far as setting them up. So have a great night, everyone.